This is the fourth amazing episode of Let's Learn to Read, just made in one day. When we last left off, again, Chapter 4, Amino and Mr. Krupp. Do you see that old guy looking out the window up there? That's Mr. Krupp, the principal. Now Mr. Krupp was just the meanest, sourcest old principal in the whole history of Jerome Horowitz Elementary School. He hated laughter and singing. He hated the sounds of children playing at recess. In fact, he hated children altogether. And guess which two children Mr. Krupp hated most of all? If you guessed George and Harold, you're right. Mr. Krupp hated George and Harold. He hated their pranks and their wise cracks. He hated their silly attitudes and their constant giggling. He especially hated those awful Captain Underpants comic books. I'm going to get those boys one day, Mr. Krupp vowed. One day. Very, very soon. Chapter 5. One day. Very, very soon. I'm actually going to read this chapter because this chapter, the fourth chapter, was very short. But I'm only going to read half of it. Remember when I said that George and Harold's silly streak got them into big trouble once? Well, this is the story how that happened. And how some huge pranks and the little black male turned their principal into the coolest superhero of all time. It was a big football team between the Horowitz knuckleheads and the Stibneville Stinglebugs. The bleachers were filled with fans. See our big football game today. The cheerleaders ran onto the field and shook their pom-poms over their heads. A fine black dust drifted out of their pom-poms and settled all around them. "Give me a K!" shouted the cheerleaders. "K!" repeated the fans. "Give me an N!" shouted the cheerleaders. "N!" repeated the fans. "Give me an A-A-Chew!" sneezed the cheerleaders. "A-A-Chew!" repeated the fans. The cheerleaders sneezed and sneezed, but it sneezed some more. They could stop sneezing. "Hey!" shouted the fans and bleachers. So I sprinkled black pepper into the cheerleaders' pom-poms. "I wonder who did that?" asked the fan. The cheerleaders stumbled off the field, sleazy, dripping with mucus as the marching band members took their places. But when the band began to play, the steady streams of bubbles began blowing out of their instruments. Bubbles were everywhere. Up and down the field, the marching band slipped and slid, leaving back home behind a thick trail of wet, bubbly foam. "Hey!" shouted fan and the bleachers. Somebody poured bubble bath into the marching band's instruments. "I wonder who did that?" asked another fan. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, rate, and subscribe. Comment in the comments below. Like I said in the other episode, let's face it.